This week on the Digital Coffee, X, has got a new algorithm and it's actually pretty good. TikTok is making e-commerce easier, if you're in the UK. And Zoom has a new feature, which is pretty cool. All that and more after this. Good morning, and welcome to the Digital Coffee. This is your weekly dose of digital marketing and social media news. My name is Amanda Webb, and if you don't know me already, I am an ROI mentor, consultant, and trainer. What does that mean? That means I help you get more profit from the time, from the energy, from the money that you are spending on your online marketing. More about that later. I can see we've got some people watching, so for those of you who haven't joined the show before, hello Samantha. For those of you who hadn't joined the show before, I'm grabbing a cup because even though this is called the Digital Coffee, my coffee really is digital. I'm not allowed to drink coffee until after the show because apparently I talk too fast. But sad as that may be, I'd love to know what you've got in your mug. Are you drinking tea? Are you drinking coffee? Are you like me, abstaining? Or is it something else? I'd also like to know where you're watching. So I can see we've got Samantha Kelly. I was actually just thinking of you today when I was thinking of X, and I was thinking, is Samantha still going to be the tweeting goddess or the Xing goddess? You have to let me know. We've got Making over on YouTube. Hello, Making. And it's very important that Making's here because, as a lot of you know, we do an after show on LinkedIn called The Extra Shot, which has just been transformed into a podcast. So if you want to join us at 10:30 a.m., we'll be discussing one of these stories in more detail on LinkedIn audio. It will be recorded. You'll go out on the podcast. Come and join us and have your say. I can see we've got, I had to put my glasses on. Honori, am I saying your name right? Great to see you here on LinkedIn. See, LinkedIn is big this week, isn't it? And hello to Simon. How'd you get one of those mugs? Well, sadly, that's my last one, so you don't. You don't, Simon. Sorry. Okay. So a big welcome to everyone. Do let me know, tea or coffee, do let me know where you're watching. I can see we've got some people on LinkedIn, we've got some people on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you're not the only one. I know there's more than one of you watching on Facebook. Let me know. And Twitter, X. I'm on X as well. I keep forgetting. Don't you just keep forgetting? I'm on X. I am live on X too. And there might be some actually good news for me about X.
This is Making Sang, first name Making, from the FOMO Creator, and you have been watching the Digital Coffee Show with Amanda Webb.
I remember it wasn't that long ago that Twitter, when it was in fact Twitter, I just have to undo my notes here, launched or published their entire algorithm on GitHub. This was one of Elon Musk's early plays. They published the entire algorithm. Now it's code, so don't get too excited. It looks like this. They posted it on GitHub and we thought, whoa, that's good. At last we're going to understand the algorithm. We're going to know what goes into it. But it turned out it wasn't that easy at all. In fact, a number of people, like people who can actually decode the code, read it in completely different ways, and it meant completely different things to different people. But one thing that stood out for us marketers, at least, was that a like on Twitter was more powerful than a comment on Twitter. So if you were replying to someone in the stream, it didn't give it as much of a boost on that tweet as liking it would. And this baffled a lot of us because that is completely contrary to everything that we know about how other social networks work. We know that if we comment on LinkedIn, for example, so thanks a million to the three of you that are commenting there, that gives something extra reach. It gives it extra power. So we were quite shocked by this. And also we weren't convinced because there were so many different people telling us that there were different things in the algorithm. But apparently there's been an update. And the good news is that now it is as it should be. A comment is now way more valuable than a like. So if you are replying to someone's tweet, you are not only getting more exposure for yourself, but you're giving more exposure to the regular tweets. So this brings us back, doesn't it, to how we should be engaging on social media. Yes, it's great that you're putting tweets or posts or X's or whatever you want to call them out there. That's fabulous. But it's also weird that, but also now it's more important, or as important, that you are commenting and leaving good, valuable comments wherever on social media, because that gets you the extra reach. I know a lot of you, we've got Twitter experts on here today, and we've got people that are great at LinkedIn here today. You already know that, you're already doing that, but sometimes we forget. And one of the things I know that I do is I set aside time every single day to go through my LinkedIn feed and leave comments. Of course, I leave time for creating content, but I think almost more importantly, even if I'm not creating content, I'm out there engaging with people, getting to know people and boosting my profile that way. So good news, X fixed it.
Hi, I'm Danielle from Redbow, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
In Europe, there's going to be very soon, because I don't have the change, to the TikTok algorithm. Now it says Europe. I'm not sure, does that mean the EU or does that mean Europe and the UK? Because we know some things affect both depending on where the instruction's coming from. But within Europe, at least, we are going to be able to choose a TikTok algorithm that isn't based on our demographics. So it will no longer be based on the things that we are interested in. For example, it's no longer going to be gauging everything that we watch and tailoring the feed for that. You will be able to choose that algorithm, but you'll also be able to opt out. And if you opt out, all you're going to see is content that is popular. So it's going to have nothing to do with you. Content that's popular globally. And the one demographic that they are going to be able to rely on is your location. So local content. So it'll still be interesting. And I know a lot of people are going to go, woo, yay, we don't like algorithms. I just want to see the stuff from the people who post it, who I've chosen to follow. This isn't going to give you that. We've already got that in the followers feed. This is still going to be content from people you don't necessarily follow, but it's just not going to be based on your interests. Also, though, an upside is that maybe that will mean TikTok is less addictive, because I did it last night. I went onto TikTok to post a video, posted the video, somebody commented on it and it clicked in again. An hour later, I'm still staring at my phone. All my things, my time thing that tells me how long I'm allowed to spend on social media was going off. I was ignoring it. That is how addictive it is. So it'll be less addictive, but also will it be less fun? That is the big question. I can't wait to get it. I don't have it yet. When I get it, I'm going to see what the difference is, because honestly, if it was a little less addictive, I might actually go there more often, because always my worry is that time suck that is there. So what about you? Are you addicted to the algorithm? Actually, I've missed some comments from you. Sorry, wasn't showing them. Let me have a look. Let's have a look at those comments. Oh, great. Here, people are telling me what they're drinking. I'm ignoring you all. I'm so sorry. Yes, Samantha, that was my thought. As soon as it came out of my mouth, Xing Goddess does sound a bit dodgy. You're stuck with tweeting Goddess. Maybe they'll have a rethink and they'll come back. Good morning, Derbler. Great to see you here in sunny Tremor. Oh, well, I'm a little bit jealous you have the sun. Hello to Paul. Great to see you here. Long time no chat. Right, I'm off. If there's no mug in it, I'm not staying. Wow, sorry, Simon. Sorry, you have to do better than that. You could always produce your own. I ran out of coffee this morning. Oh, Jessica, that's terrible news. So you had to have tea, but tea's not bad. More importantly, it's my wedding anniversary. So off for brunch with my sainted wife. Catch you later. Okay, if it's not because you're not getting a mug, I'll let you off. Paul is drinking coffee. Gosh, I can't believe I ignored all your comments. I'm so sorry. They should be a thing. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we should set up a store. What do you think, Paul? I can just see that May King's replying to everyone. Yes, this was always stupid. Never made sense for X to or tweets or likes on tweets or X's. Yeah, it never made sense, did it? So I'm really glad that's there. Yeah, I'm assuming you're laughing at X and Goddess. Yeah, I can see it happening, Samantha. Have you got an OnlyFans page? Just ask him. Just ask him.
I'm Ant McGinley, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Now, not many of you know this. Well, actually, probably loads of you know this. But before I was like into digital marketing, or before I started helping other people with digital marketing, I used to have a corporate gift company, and it was e-commerce essentially. And the marketing bit was fun. Everything else was rubbish, total rubbish. Yeah. So it was like all the picking and packing and choosing products and finding products and sending them out and dealing with couriers and sending them off and, packing. I mean, I used to spend like the whole month of December packing hampers. Hated it. But that doesn't mean e-commerce is bad. I love the sales and I love the marketing. I just didn't love that bit. And that's why I do what I do now, because I don't have to do that bit. But TikTok is about to make all that horrible bit way easier for businesses in the UK only. But hopefully if it works, they're going to roll it out further. So we know that businesses like Facebook, businesses like Instagram, same business, had a big kind of like decision that they were going to really go in on e-commerce and they were really going to go in live stream shopping. And both of those kind of dumped it. They dumped the live stream shopping. E-commerce is still a thing, of course, but they're not putting as much behind it as they used to. The shop tab has gone from Instagram. They thought social selling was going to work here because it's worked in other regions like China, for example, and it's worked for Amazon, but it never really took off. But TikTok aren't giving up. TikTok really think this can work and they never have given up. So now with this new shop, they're going to take over the logistics, which means basically what happens is not drop shipping. It's like drop shipping. You source all your products like you usually would. So if you're a craft business, you knit or make your products, if you're buying in your products, and you give those to TikTok. They put them in a warehouse and then their people will pick the products, they will pack the products, and they will dispatch the products. All of that is taken out of your hands so you can get on with the important job of marketing and sales. Now, I totally love this. It's a shame it's just the UK. I'm imagining this has something to do with EU as well, but I can see lots of businesses taking this up and actually growing because of it. And I can also see, if it's successful, all the other social networks following on with this. Now, as I said, only available in the UK if you are shipping to the UK, so you can't ship outside the UK, and it's only for certain types of products and certain sizes of products. But it's the beginning of something that I think could be huge. And we will be talking about that more on the extra shot. So don't forget to join us for that.
Hey, I'm Christine Gritman, and you are watching The Digital Coffee with social media superstar Amanda Webb.
If you are in digital marketing, if you are a trainer, if you are a social media manager, you probably sometimes have to send little videos to your clients, either to walk them through a process or to show them something that you've created. Or maybe you just want to send them a personalized video saying, hello. And there's lots of tools out there that can help you with that. They will record, you'll be able to record the thing, they will host it for you. You send a personal special link to that person and that person can watch the video you've created for them, which is cool. I use a tool called Loom, but I know there's lots of others out there. But this week, Zoom launched something that does exactly the same thing. They're calling it Clips. You would have seen a notification, some of you, an invite to join the beta when you logged into Zoom. And here it is. It looks to me exactly like my Loom interface. So Loom is the tool that I'm currently using. It will host your videos and you'll be able to send that private link. It will host your videos in your current cloud hosting. And that is where I see the downside. Because is this going to take up all of your hosting space, your Zoom hosting? It's quite small, the amount that you get to host your recorded videos already, isn't it? You often just end up downloading them. I always just record to my computer because it's just not enough space in the cloud. So does that mean we're going to have to pay more to store those videos? That's my first question. But secondly, absolute genius from Zoom, right? Because I'm seeing the competitors coming in at them. I'm seeing like Google Meet, I'm seeing Teams from Microsoft all coming in and other competitors popping up every single day. This is a really clever way to just say we are still innovating. Of course, the competitors are going to copy them really soon, but we're still innovating. We're staying ahead of the game, which I think is fascinating. I can see we've got a really long comment here from Simon. So I'm just going to So Simon's comment is on the TikTok feed. Despite what most people think about TikTok, some companies and brands are still using it. Well, yeah, absolutely. Agree with you. If you follow the right people, there's a lot of good info. Yeah, I love TikTok. I have no bones with TikTok at all. The algorithm will react exceptionally well to what you're watching. Watch more of the feed. You see, that's the thing. When the algorithm changes, so we are no longer going to get as good an algorithm as you've got now. It's going to be a completely different algorithm in this new system when it comes in, that you'll be able to choose and opt out. That's going to be the personalized feed you see already isn't going to be as valuable because and this is only if you choose to opt out of it. It's not going to show you things based on the interest, based on the things that you've been watching anymore. It's not going to be a personalized feed. It's just going to be more like a broadcast feed, which won't be so good. Okay, moving on.
Hi, I'm Lee from Wellshot and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb. Cheers.
We all know that Facebook and Instagram are all about video these days, all about reels, actually, more so than video. We know that, which is interesting. But up until recently, you couldn't schedule reels from third-party tools at all. And when they brought it in, they were very restricted. There were things that you couldn't do. So you couldn't, for example, change the thumbnail when you uploaded it. You couldn't tag collaborators. You couldn't post longer reels. And that was because of the API. And the API is the piece that connects the Instagram to the Instagram, connects Instagram to the third-party tool that you're scheduling from. That's the API. It allows access to certain parts of Instagram to this software, and that was the restriction. So there was nothing that any social tool could really do about that. But now they've just updated that, and that means that now you will be able to customize your thumbnail when it's implemented when it's released and when it's implemented by all the scheduling tools. You will be able to upload longer videos. You will be able to tag collaborators, and also they're going to add something called automatic music tagging. Now, it's not clear from their documentation exactly what this is, or I couldn't make head or tail of it anyway. I'm assuming that means that if you are using music like a trending sound from Instagram, that when you upload it, Instagram will automatically know that's a trending sound and put the little cap tag on to tell you what the sound is, which means you will appear in searches for that sound, which means you will get in front of more people. That would be great. If that is what it is, that is great news, because I know there's so many creators been looking for that option. So scheduling, it's going to get way, way better. I don't know what button to press. Is it this one?
Hi, I'm Charlie Lawrence and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Could this be the end of lovely lady messages, direct messages on Instagram? Well, actually, no, it won't be the end of those spammy lovely ladies, but Instagram at least seems to know that there's a problem there. Because if I don't use Instagram much, right? But I get a whole bunch of spammy messages like daily coming through my Instagram. So imagine if you're a heavy Instagram user, that is even worse. And that's getting in the way of communication. That is getting in the way of business. So Instagram are attempting to fix it. They're adding something which will only allow you to message somebody that doesn't follow you once. And that can only be a text message. So if you want to send an introduction message, it can only be a text message. That text-based message could still be hello, lovely lady, but it is only once. They won't be able to persistently send you that message. And the fact that you won't be able to add media, so you won't be able to add any dodgy photos. Not that I've had any of those, but I do believe it is a problem, or any dodgy videos or voicemail. It will just be a message. And if it's ignored, it's ignored. So at least you won't persistently get messages from the same person. But they probably will still be, hello, lovely lady.
Hello, this is Rob Charles, the voice of Mike on Forever FM on Peter Kay's Car Share. BAFTA award winning, I've got to say, but I've not seen the BAFTA yet. Anyway, you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb. Enjoy. I'm on tea. Shh.
We were talking about this when it was just a rumour, Now it's a thing and I'm so excited. What is it? It's WhatsApp screen sharing. So now when you're on a video call with someone on WhatsApp, you are able to share your screen. I tested this out with my husband the other day and I was excited. He wasn't. But this will be absolutely amazing for people who want to showcase a portfolio or show people the way around an app, or there's so many different uses for this. But that's only mobile. I was only thinking mobile when I first heard of this. So it's available now on iOS because I've got it. It's available on Android, but it's also going to be available. It is rolling out on Windows desktop apps. Let's say that again because I said desktop. I'm obviously obsessed by TikTok. It's rolling out again on Windows desktop apps. I almost said it wrong again, but I got there. And that is going to be huge because you will be able to share your desktop screen, which is exactly what we use things like Zoom for. I can see this being huge. Mark Zuckerberg announced it this week. Apparently it's rolling out. Like I say, I have it on mobile. If you want to give it a go, ring someone, you'll see a little button at the bottom that looks like a screen. If you click on that, it shares your phone screen. You can go into whatever app you want and show people what to do. I'm very excited about this news. I know May King's excited about this news, but we're not going to talk about it on the extra shot. No, we're not, because we're going to talk about TikTok. Whew. See how fast I talk when I don't have coffee. We've had loads of you with us today and loads of comments, which I will catch up with after the show. Just a note that if you want to join this show regularly, you can go and you can sign up and you will get my digital coffee newspaper. So if you miss the show, that's links to all the stories. It's actually a PDF. You can download it. You can read it in your own time on a Saturday or Sunday morning. I was going to say by the fire almost because we haven't had sun in Ireland for a while. And also you'll get a notification every week about the show and you'll get an email on a Monday with a breakdown of what's happened in the show. And again, the link to the newspaper. So do sign up there so you don't miss shows, and do come and see us on LinkedIn at 10:30, and do look for the extra shot on your podcast player because we even have bonus shows there. Bonus shows. So that's it from the Digital Coffee this week. I will be back, same bat time, same bat place next week. Until then,